Hi, I'm Printed for Fun, and in this video we will do a first unboxing and test scan with the MetaInform 3. I will go from completely new in the box to first scan taken and test out how convenient it really is. MetaInform is quite prominently advertising the scanner as an edge computing device, where you can simply exit it over the browser on your PC, notebook, tablet, whilst being completely on premise. So the scanner itself is its own server. There's no cloud connection needed. For me, I have an IT background. It sounds quite fascinating, especially the open source API to use the scanner. Maybe in the future I will do a small home assistant integration of the scanner. Hopefully my robot vacuum can carry the scanner. It would be quite nice, but we'll see. MetaInform was kind enough to provide me this testing unit. There are no conditions for them from them and no editorial input, so this is fully my own my own opinion of the scanner and my own experience. I haven't tried it previously. I just opened the box one time and look what's inside, but I haven't started the scanner yet and haven't removed the piece yet. So let's open the box. Oh, it was wrong all the time. So let's open the box. Okay, there's a nice red interior of the box, and starting from the top. Okay, and there again. We have a quite substantial quick start guide in different languages. For me, it will be especially German. I had a quick look on it, so I guess it will be easy enough to use, so we don't need it. Also, we have a small product information card. I'll put it to the side. That's currently not relevant for us. Then we have the large calibration plate. Since a specialty of the scanner is, it's like you have the stationary scanner and a turntable. Other scanners only use the turntable to rotate the part, but you still need markers or features to track the movement of the object. In this case, the turntable has optical position sensors in it. So you set it up, calibrate the turntable, and then the scanner uses the rotational axis and the rotational position of the turntable for alignment of the single scans. So this plate will be quite important in later steps. Let's put it to the side. Then we have a small Wi-Fi antenna. I mean, this is a regular Wi-Fi antenna. It looks like there is even a cutout in the box to allow permanent mounting of the antenna, but I wouldn't mount it permanently. I would screw it off, because I would be too anxious of a bump hitting the case and damaging the connector port, the coax connection port. So let's put it to the side. Don't worry, the scanner also has Ethernet, so it's not only Wi-Fi. Then, now we dig deeper. Let's start with the least interesting part, the power supply. It's quite substantial. It's rated from 100 to 240 volts, so it can be used all around the world. A nice thing to see here, it is 12 volts output at 5 amps with 60 watts total. And we have different adapters. For me, here in Germany, it will be the normal EU plug I will use. But I have a small goodie afterwards to maybe make the setup a bit more compact, but I'm not sure if we need it. We'll go back to it later. Here we have the British adapter, but I will keep it in the box. I don't need it. So then we have a tripod. I'll put it to the side and we'll have a better look at it later. The next big part is the turntable. Let's put it to the side. This is the stand for the calibration plates. One slot for the large one. Well, no, it's basically one slot where you can put the small calibration plates and the large one and a second slot to make it stand upright, because the regular slot is slightly angled to the side. Right, and the last thing, the main party, or the main piece of this package, is the scanner itself. So let's put the casing to the side and start by looking at the scanner. I will peel the film off. So this is always quite a nice feeling. The scanner itself may look quite small on pictures at first, but it is actually a tad bigger than thought, but still very manageable. If we look at the size, it's roughly 25 centimeters by 12 centimeters by 3 centimeters, so a compact package still. On the front, okay, we need to light it properly. On front we have the DLP projector in the middle and the two cameras on the sides used for processing the images. In comparison to a lot of other scanners, these are quite special, since they are 13 megapixel auto-focusing cameras. Normal scanners often use regular industrial cameras somewhere between 2 and 5 megapixels, 2 megapixels for the cheaper scanners, if you want to call it like these, like cheaper below 5,000 euros. And for the high-end industrial scanners, we have often 5 megapixel cameras for the 20,000 euro scanner. So this is sort of an outlier in this matter. On the bottom, we have a 1/4-inch camera screw for the tripod. And on the back, first the Wi-Fi antenna port, then we have a magnetic port for the turntable. That's very nice, so there's no risk of snagging the cable and therefore pulling the scanner down. We have an Ethernet port, so it's like RJ45, power port and a latching power button. I will start by connecting the Wi-Fi antenna first, just to have it mounted. Also, what's quite nice of the scanner, regarding the first pictures I've seen, I thought the shell would be made from plastic, but actually, if you hear it, it looks to be some sort of die cast or CNC'd aluminium powder coated. So it feels quite substantial in the hands, and I guess it will also, especially the bottom plate, will be used as a heatsink for the whole internals to keep them at a consistent temperature. That's most of the time quite important for proper scan results, since the projectors and cameras can be quite finicky if the temperature fluctuates too much. Right, let's put it to the side a bit further to the side. I'm sorry, this is still a new setup for me here, so some things are still new while taking the videos. Next thing is the turntable. It's like you can open the legs, but you can also bend them to get a lower position. That's quite nice, since I will be mainly using the scanner for very fine scans of small parts like jewelry, and there getting close to the scan object is quite important. You have a ball head to freely position the scanner, and then we can simply screw the scanner on. Maybe if I feel like it, or I feel like the need is there, I will design a small quick release system, or simply use like a cold shoe adapter. So now we have it positioned, and it is working quite nice. So we can put the scanner. Then on the other side we will need the turntable. This one is feeling quite nice. We have a rubber cover on top of the whole turntable surface, and on the bottom there is enough space to wrap the cord. I will now try to get it out. All right. So will be positioned like this, and on the back of the turntable I can simply plug it in. I'm not completely sure if I need a certain direction, but it looks like the plug is going this way because there is a small cutout on the side. Okay. All right, this is positioned. Then now I would say let's start setting up the scanner. I haven't used it before, so this will also be new for me. I'll just plug in the power supply, plug it into the scanner and start the scanner. Right, the fan is turning up or spooling up, and as you may see, okay, that's quite nice, quite fascinating. I will put the calibration blade here on the turntable, so you can actually see the DOP projector being used. The small rainbow look of the projection you may currently see in the video isn't there when looking at it with your own eyes. So this may be some sort of camera artifact. Let's now boot it. Let's give it a few seconds to boot up. Okay. Connect to your scanner. Okay, I will move it so you can also read it. Connect to scanner interface. Okay, all right. I did a quick firmware update and connected to my local Wi-Fi in the meantime. I wanted to spare you from the boring stuff, to say it like this. It took roughly 5 minutes, so for you to get a quick impression of the duration. I now start a screen recording on my tablet, so you can see everything that's happening. That's also like a new thing for me, that I can directly use the scanner on my tablet and don't need to use a desktop PC, notebook, or generally a performant device. Okay. It looks like the scanner is starting with a walkthrough. Okay, I will create a new project and name it MAF. So, let's start. Okay, I can add a scan here. And it now guides me to choose an object for scanning. It is an anatomical head. Don't worry, it's no real head, it's basically a plastic cast of a real one. But if you look at it more closely, it's quite detailed. So I guess it's a good subject for scanning. Let's center the head, and I will continue by adding a new scan in the software. Okay, in this context I need to move a bit further to the back so the scanner can capture the full head, and it is centered in both camera views. Using the ball head really facilitates this usage. Right, exposure, I guess you need to get a bit brighter. Right, this looks to be the sweet spot. Maybe a bit of gain can be used. Then capture setting, I want to use normal should be fine, and we will calibrate the turntable since I moved the scan objects quite a lot. So now we'll use the large calibration card. and hit calibrate. It is moving quite quickly, so the calibration process really doesn't take a lot of time. Alright, it looks like it is already finished, so we can now place the skull on the turntable and continue. Right. Start scan. It really looks amazing seeing the scan taking place. I'm quite used to having a projector at home for home cinema, but this use case is quite fascinating. I've seen the old David SLS scanners quite often on the local marketplace. They generally produce also quite good scan results, but the setup time simply is disproportionate. So the Medan Form 3 as a all-in-one package will provide quite a good result for the simplicity of using it. So there's really no comparison taken. You simply take the scanner out of the box, plug it in, connect to the Wi-Fi, open browser, and you can start scanning. So there's no calibration of the camera distance needed, or no 20 different cables to be plugged in. So that's quite nice. Okay, so I'm already quite eager to see how the result will be looking. So I've used the anatomical head quite often for different scanner tests. So I got like a feeling for how it should perform and how it is looking. Afterwards, I will also post the finalized scan online for you to have a direct comparison. All right. Not need this one. Okay, generally speaking, it looks excellent. After taking this video, I will perform some additional scans from different perspectives to allow better alignment and look how it will turn out. I added 2 additional scans to the project with the head turned around, and I must say, for the first scans without playing too much around in the software and trying out all the post-processing and improvement features, I must say it looks very promising. So if you go around the head, it captured the details quite nicely. Even here in the lower part, of course, you see it filled in the holes. I must say it filled them in quite smoothly. So even here in the eye sockets and in the nostril cavity, you see it is a bit more triangulated, the filled in part, but it looks very natural. So this would be directly printable. So that's quite nice. With other scanners, there's always the challenge to make these incomplete scans where I cannot capture the interior or I have the occluded part in the nose. So that's quite nice. But I've also seen there are advanced settings in the software where you can even dial in the post-processing more. In the future, I will also generate some tutorials how to use the software, but first I need to try all the settings now. I've just seen there's even a new software update right now to a new version, so that's quite nice that the scanner gets the updates regularly. So yeah, looks very promising, and I will share the additional scans I will be doing on Reddit and Facebook groups, and like the longer form content for workflows and how to use the scans afterwards for like reverse engineering will be maybe on YouTube in the future. I will like try to build up a YouTube channel from this, since I think the longer content is suited on YouTube.